Hey, my Taurus babies, how you doing? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Hear all that noise in the background? That's my fan. Yes, the air is on too. It is hot. Anyway, getting ready to do the weekly update. I'm not looking at a calendar, so I'll put the dates up. But let's see what we got going on. It feels like there's kind of a mixed bag right now of energy. I still want to say, Taurus, you don't want to do too much in this Mercury retrograde. I think we're going Mercury retrograde. It's usually 21 days, so it started on the 5th. So that takes us to the 26th. I think my last video I said the 29th. That ain't a bad date because you're giving Mercury a chance to get stationary and start moving back in a forward motion. That takes some time, so you're going to go through another 2 weeks of shadow once it goes direct. So just be mindful of that. Got the High Priestess for the challenge, the Hierophant for your top end, and this is the Crystal Ball Tarot. It's all the major arcana. Yeah, a High Priestess energy. I feel like you are up to something. I guess I can say it like that. You're trying to manifest something, do something. And then the Magician, I can't make it up. Didn't I just say you're trying to do something? But this is giving off Magician energy very much. Like you're trying to manifest something, tweak something, something of that nature. I will come back to those in a second. Switched up a little bit. I forgot what the name of these cards are, but I like them. I'm pretty sure they're listed down below. That list of 1,000 names of the decks of cards, but and I like the color. I'm one of them people. So there you have it. This is for Taurus. I want to say some of y'all are stressing because you're unsure of something. You don't know how something's going to turn out. Muse of voice, Muse or Page of Swords. Here in this deck, it's the Muse of Voices. Double energy. Got Gemini energy to it. Queen of Cups or Queen of Emotions. You may hear drilling in the background. Folks working on the house today. So that's what that's about. Eight of Wands or Eight of Inspiration. I always like it when I see this card because it means that you're cutting straight to the chase. And these sisters are moving. They are not poking around. So I like to see that card, as that means something is getting ready to cut through the mix and fog or something and get right to, what they say, the exact nature of whatever it is. Nine of Voices or Nine of Swords. This energy from this card, usually the Nine of Swords is a person sitting straight up in the bed with the swords on the wall. This, though, has a sense of longing to it. Kind of the energy coming off of there. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's a lucky time to move. Those of you thinking about moving, but I'm sure there's more to that card than what it's throwing out. Let's find out. Let's keep going. the Star card, Aquarius energy, renewed hopes, dreams coming true. Page of Voices, or Swords, or whatever you want to call it. And the Empress. So I'm going to say so far so good, Taurus. So far so good. That part. There feels like whatever it is that you're worried about, there's nothing to worry about, actually. But because there are some things being hidden from you, you feel like somebody may be trying to pull a fast one. And that is not the case. That is not the case at all. It feels like universe has something it wants you to focus on. And so it's not providing any kind of interruption, or not allowing any kind of interruption. Four of Pentacles on top of the Muse of Voices. Chariot on top of the Queen of Cups, or Queen of Emotions. Eight of Wands gets the Nine of Wands in this deck, Eight of Inspiration, and the Nine of Wands on top. Page of Pentacles on top of the Nine of Swords. Queen of Wands, the backside on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Pentacles on top of the Star. The Moon on top of the Page of Swords, or Page of Voices. And the Ten of Wands on top of the Empress. Your challenge, y'all know I'm blind, I can't see. The High Priestess, intuition, mystery, and sensuality combined with common sense. Now is the time to trust your instincts and go with your gut feeling. That's the High Priestess. Top end of your overall energy, the Hierophant. Now it's a time to conform to convention or tradition. It is not a time to rock the boat. I gotta go back to this one. Now is the time to trust your instincts and go with your gut feeling. Okay. The Magician on the bottom end. You have all the skills and abilities you need to be successful. The universe is aligning to bring positive changes your way. Okay, so some of you might be in a, what I want to say, a holding pattern, waiting on something, timing possibly, resources for some of you. You're waiting. You're just waiting. It's not a bad thing. I don't know though. Let me back up. Some of you might feel like, oh shit, here we go with this bullshit again. If you have been through this kind of situation before, it is understandable if you have that here we go again feeling. But there's a lot different here. even in terms of who's coming towards you and the kind of action that they're taking. Strength. So the 3 cards equal 8, and 8 is the strength card. And I'm just kind of inclined to say it's going to take, strength is a word, or if I want to say mental discipline to get through this little period right here, probably from now until just about the end of the month. And patience, for some of us, is not our forte. We prefer to run through the china shop at will. And this ain't that kind of party. I will always remark about what's unusual, and what is unusual about this is that this is not a lot of retrograde energy. When I get the backside of cards, that's retrograde, or something dealing with something from the past. The backside of the moon, the backside of the 9 of Pentacles, the backside of the Queen of Wands. So this is stuff that's happening in real time for the rest of it. The Chariot is the heaviest thing on the board. So this is speaking to people coming towards you, Taurus. It's Cancer energy. It may not actually be a Cancer, but somebody that's got Cancer somewhere in their natal chart prominent. And I feel like they are coming from they've been doing some, I had to look and see what was up here at the top of the card. It's a girl walking by herself. But if you're dealing with someone or someones with an S, this doesn't feel like your energy, Taurus. It feels like they have been dealing with a great deal of emotional repression that that shows up down here with this 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, I'm sorry. Talking about repressed emotions. Somebody you're dealing with is dealing with some heavy shit. That's what I'm going to say. You see, she's underwater all the way up to the top of her head. So this person has been doing some reflecting, some thinking, some processing, and they are headed straight towards you. There's no... and this side of the card speaks to success. There's no hesitating here. Whoever this is, they're coming straight to your door if they haven't shown up already. For some of you, this could be an ex, and you're in the process of reconciling. For others of you, this could be your current person, and they've been dealing with family issues, changes in their immediate family, mom and them, that whole group. But whatever it is, it has... I want to say they're awake now, but there's still some bits and pieces there that are not resolved. I'll put it that way. But they are in a totally different frame of mind. So what I would expect during the rest of this Mercury retrograde transition with this person is that they're probably going to start emoting. I think I used it in the right place. All over the place. They're going to get around you and it's going to be, oh, blah, 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 blah. And it's just going to be... This is going to be a whole bucket full of emotions that they come out with. Almost as if they're throwing it up, projectile vomiting. And for those of you, okay, that explains the moon card down here. Those of you that have been wondering what's been going on in this person's head, you are getting ready to find out. Everything that's hiding behind that eclipse is getting ready to come right the hell on out. They're growing. And if you look at this Queen of Cups, she got flora and fauna every doggone way. Shells growing out her ears, some spiny creature growing out her head, but you get the picture. She's blooming. So this is going to help this person grow. Whatever difficulty they've had or that you've had with this person in the recent past, as far as trying to overcome delays and difficulties and challenges, you're getting ready to step right all over that. And it's going to be the communication. Now, this communication, for some of you, the reason that you're feeling kind of standoffish and put out-ish is because there hasn't been a lot of communicating going on for whatever reason. But that is coming to a quick end. And that will also kind of tone down this yearning energy I feel like it's coming from Taurus. It's like y'all are just hanging on. Now this could be, it could be both of you, hanging on to different things for different reasons. But this page, I feel like it's going to be you, Taurus, to come out and start trying to move forward. But there may be some things from the past that you need to clear up as well. And it may be related to this person. There may be a conversation that you need to have with this person before you go any further about the who, the what, the when, the where, the why. Whatever that thing is that's bothering you or that you feel like is keeping you from making forward progress, you may need to address that, and particularly while we're in Mercury retrograde energy. Because you're in this energy and if you're dealing with something that has happened in the past that is big enough that you need to sit down and talk about it, retrograde energy is good for that because it will help you recall important things about whatever it is you're talking about. You'll have a better clarity of looking at the past than you would if you did it a month from now. Just that part. Throw that out there. This is a good time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're planning, whatever you were getting ready to launch, this is a good time. You're going to have to rely on your experience and your know-how from situations from the past to move forward. That has more of a business work feel to it, so that may not necessarily be in relationship to a relationship. Continue doing what you're doing, Taurus. You may have to withdraw some of your energy for a second so you can see your way through to this, to the star. And that's Aquarian energy, talking about your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams, renewed hopes and dreams coming true. So you may have to be a little shrewd, a little prudent right now. Pull your energy, withdraw some of your energy, even if this is a person we're talking to. It may just behoove you because it's better to withdraw your energy than to be throwing out weird energy. Let's put that there. So if you all got your booty in a knot, worrying and agonizing over something, you don't necessarily want to project that energy out. So it may be good right now to just kind of withdraw and kind of glide through this energy. This is your energy, Taurus. And I want to say this is your person's energy with this repressed emotions. They're coming to you because they feel like you have the answers. That's planets in the universe, in our universe. They feel like you have the answers and you know how to deal with whatever it is they're going through. So they're going to come to you. And some of you may be like, The hell you coming to me now for? You weren't talking to me before. Now you want to come dump all your shit in my lap now. And okay, that's a way to look at it, but probably not the most productive way. People can only process as fast as they can process. Divine timing, I'm sure, has a lot to do with everything. So, you know, the universe is not going to put anything anywhere unless it's time for it to be put there. So if this person is just beginning to experience this, but it's a situation you've been going, I ain't seen that a long time ago, I told you. Yeah, that. And you can't really go into this with like, I told you so. Okay, so this is what happened. This is when it happened. Just trust that the timing is the timing, because that's the way the universe needed it to be or wanted it to be or knew, whatever, blah. And be open. Because there's energy here of Taurus taking the withdrawal piece just like to the next extent. And you don't want to shut down. You just want to pull back. That Four of Pentacles kind of energy. You ain't trying to shut the whole show down. You ain't trying to cut the lights out and just say, fuck it. Unless you back up. Some of you might be done with this. Everybody has free will. So you might be ready to exit stage left. I'm out. I don't want to hear nothing about the past, the moon, nothing, eclipse, nah. I don't have that feeling that anybody is trying to do that right now, but I'm sure there may be a handful of you that might be done with whatever this situation is, because you feel like this person waited too long to get to this point. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Do what you do. We all have our own path to walk. So with that said, in you pulling back your energy towards, you don't want to pull it back so much that, you know, you throw you or the situation into this juggling type of shit. I know some of you going to say, well, how can people die? My energy got anything to do with juggling? Well, you pull back too far, your person may feel like, and this can happen, or they may misconstrue what's actually happening, and they may just say, fuck it. You gonna withdraw like that. You ain't talking to this or that or whatever. And then that puts it back into juggling energy if it's been there before, and I feel like for some of you it has been, and not necessarily on a cheating thing, but where people's attention is focused, you know. So somebody may have been paying attention to you, Taurus, but they may have had other responsibilities they had to focus on, and you may not have always been square center frame of whatever was going on. I don't feel like, if this is a relationship, I don't feel like this is a bad thing. I think once this person is allowed to get all of these emotions up off of them, and then a part of that is coming to you with it, with the Empress, things are going to change. And I think they're going to change to the better, and I think things are going to start moving faster. At the top, we got the Page of Cups. Backside, yeah, that lack of interest. Your person, you know, if you pull back too far, I'm just saying, person may be feeling like you're not interested. I can also say, now that I picked the cards up, you may be feeling about your person, you may be feeling like they aren't interested. It's the furthest thing from the damn truth. There is some chaos and conflict. There's some fear here with this Five of Swords at the bottom. I don't feel like, though, it is the end of the earth. I feel like a lot of this is Mercury retrograde, making things seem a lot more out of joint than they are. On the bottom, you got the Magician. That is the bottom end of your overall energy. And at the top, what we got over here? Five of Wands. And so the chaos, fear, and crisis, in part, this is telling me this person is looking at themselves out of mirrors and reflecting on their actions, how they got to where they are now. So, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I probably would not go into this cycle with the I told you so's. I probably wouldn't be doing a whole lot of anything, Taurus. I probably would lay low. watch and see what happens. I always say people's actions are going to tell you more probably than their mouth will. So be mindful also, it is Mercury retrograde, so people are going to be in a different kind of headspace, but that is not permanent. Don't get yourself twisted up in Mercury retrograde because somebody acting one way, and 2 weeks from now they're going to be looking for you like, what happened? Just saying. Okay, we got 3 cards in 2 decks. I'm going to take it. Health. Number 71. 7 and 1 is 8, and 8 is the strength card. Karmic completion. Wheel of Fortune, that's already on the board. It's number 10. And then messages of cosmic. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Some of you may need to just do a checkup or check in on yourself with your health, how you're doing, how you're feeling, any little creepy crawly things going on, neck hurting, ears ringing, any of that. Go check it out. Don't let something small turn into some big major catastrophe. Karmic completion. If I were looking at the cards the way I actually see it in my head, this would be way back here. I feel like this is maybe what's going on around you. Some folks are completing some karmic lessons. You'll know how this applies. Also, it may be a time for you in terms of money, because that's not a lot. There are not a lot of pentacles on the board, so that is indicative to me that money may be an issue, and you may be completing a financial cycle. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, you may not even be aware. You got so much other stuff going on, so just a heads up on that. And get out of your head. Stop ruminating. If you did something fucked up, let it go. If you didn't do something that was fucked up, so what? Let it go. Don't let it run you into the ground for the next 2 weeks because you feeling some kind of way. Just let it go. All right, my bull babies, I love you. Have a good week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.